If you think modern corporate life feels like a trap, you need to see what actual, systemic human trafficking looked like at the peak of civilization. Right now, I am standing in the underbelly of the Forum of Trajan in Rome, around 115 AD. The temperature is suffocating, the air smells intensely of sweat, unwashed bodies, and burning sulfur. And the sound you hear in the background? Those are iron chains rattling. Today, I'm spending 24 hours embedded inside a Roman slave market. History documentaries love to show you the beautiful marble columns, the grand palaces, and the majestic triumphs of the Roman Empire, but they rarely show you the fuel that built it all. Millions of stolen human lives. In this timeline, humans are treated exactly like smartphones or cars, graded on physical specs, bartered over, and completely stripped of their humanity. The things I am witnessing right now are deeply unsettling, and the mechanics of how this empire traded people is far more clinical and disturbing than you think. The shift begins at 6 a.m. as a new shipment of captives arrives. These aren't just random laborers, they are prisoners of war from recent campaigns in Dacia, alongside people captured by Mediterranean pirates. The first thing that hits you is how terrifyingly organized it is. This isn't a chaotic dungeon, it's run like a high-end corporate auction house. The Mangones, the Roman slave traders, are calculating, cutthroat businessmen. Before anyone is put on display, they undergo a ruthless processing phase. They are forced onto wooden platforms called casistei. If you look closely at their feet, you'll see they are chalked white. That's a specific branding code. In 115 AD, white chalk on the feet tells buyers that these people are newly imported foreigners who don't speak Latin yet. Then comes the most humiliating part, the scroll hung around their necks. This is called a titulus. It's a literal spec sheet. It lists their nationality, their age, their health defects, if they have a history of trying to escape, or if they are prone to standard illnesses. By Roman law, if a trader lies on the titulus, the buyer can demand a full refund within 6 months. Think about that. The law protects the buyer's consumer rights, but treats the person being sold as a defective appliance. It's midday now, and the market is packed with wealthy elites, senators, and middle-class citizens looking for domestic help. To maximize their profits, the traders use some incredibly sketchy, deceptive tactics to make the captives look healthier than they actually are. I just watched a trader rub thick, shiny oil all over a captive's skin. It's not for hydration, it's to hide scars, bruises, and signs of malnutrition from the long march to Rome. If a captive is older, the traders will literally dye their hair with dark berry juices or use plaster to fill in deep wrinkles on their faces to make them look younger and more capable of hard labor. But it gets weirder. For the high-end buyers looking for educated assistants, like Greek tutors, scribes, or accountants, the traders make them perform on demand. I'm looking at a Greek scholar right now, forced to recite poetry and solve complex math problems on a wax tablet, while wealthy Romans poke his arms and chest to check his muscle density. The psychological toll is written all over their faces. One minute you're a respected citizen in your home country, and the next, a Roman aristocrat is looking at your teeth to check your age like you're a horse. By 2 p.m., the main bidding begins. The atmosphere is loud, sweaty, and intense, shouting out prompt prices and sesterces. The price disparity is mind-blowing. A standard unskilled agricultural worker goes for about 2,000 sesterces, roughly what a Roman soldier earns in a single year. But if someone has a highly specialized skill, the price skyrockets. A beautiful dancer, a master chef, or a highly trained physician can fetch up to 100,000 sesterces. That is elite, life-changing wealth for a trader. What makes this truly disturbing is the sheer casualness of the transactions. Wealthy Roman women are walking around with shopping lists, casually debating whether to buy a new cook or a new garment weaver, matching them to their household aesthetic. Once the hammer drops, the legal transaction is instant. The slave becomes res mancipi, a legal category of property. They have zero rights. Their master can legally beat them, overwork them, or change their name on a whim. If they try to run away, the state actively hunts them down. Fugitives are captured and branded directly on the forehead with the letter F for fugitivist, or forced to wear a heavy, unremissible iron collar that reads, "Capture me and return me to my master." The sun sets over the forum, and the wealthy buyers head home to their villas. But for the unsold cat walkers, the nightmare continues into the dark hours. Those who weren't purchased are marched down into damp, stone holding cells beneath the market. They are fed a basic ration of stale bread and watered-down vinegar wine, just enough to keep them alive for tomorrow's auction. Sitting down here in the dark, listening to the quiet weeping of families who were intentionally separated today, because a buyer wanted the mother but not the child, puts the entire glory of Rome into perspective. Every single road, aqueduct, and palace in this city was built on the backs of people who were brought to places exactly like this. Rome didn't just have an economy with slaves. Rome was a slave economy. Up to 30% of the entire population of the empire was enslaved. It was a massive, highly efficient engine of human misery. My 24 hours are up, and honestly, getting back to my own timeline has never felt this good. Seeing the absolute disregard for human dignity up close completely changes how you look at the ancient world. If this deep dive into history's darkest realities opened your eyes, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now. Drop a comment below letting me know which historical era or brutal job you want me to embed myself in next. And smash that like button to help the algorithm share the truth about the ancient world. This is Timeline Hopper, signing off before the city guards ask to see my papers. See you in the next era.